Hello everybody, we're very happy to be invited and present our innovation in the Global Media Congress. We are Sasha and Tatiana, co-founders of SharpShark, a Web3 copyright protection service that helps media to protect and monetize their content. Today, we are going to show you how blockchain technology can be cheap and fast tool of compliance with modern copyright law. In SharpShark, we strongly believe that copyright protection is the most important blockchain use case. And the reason is very simple. There are not so many things in the world that really require immutability of data. And intellectual property is definitely number one of them. So we all know the problems of modern digital media. We know that digital media world is collapsing. We know that plagiarism scandals occurs in all levels, even in the most high, and media businesses can lose up to 75% of traffic and money due to unauthorized copies. Now, briefly, I want to recall the difference between authorship and intellectual property. So, author's rights are non-transferable, appears in the moment of content creation, and does not need to be registered. Intellectual property, IP rights, are commercial usage rights. If you want to sell your content, please register or purchase them. And here, where is the paradox appears. Registration of authorship is not needed, but in case of dispute, you need to provide an entire folder of evidences. Nowadays, to create evidence of authorship, creators should use such an outdated techniques as mailing paper copies or just complain in social networks. It is really the 21st century. So here I want to call your attention to the really historical disruption event. Intellectual property work is very unusual because in general, first technology appears and then the regulation comes. In intellectual property is totally the opposite. We have Berne Convention more than 130 years, but only now, first time in the history, we have a tool to comply with the intellectual property law digitally. And this became possible thanks to blockchain and IPFS, distributed ledgers where we can store the content in mutable form digitally. So creating a proof of authorship Web3 standard using blockchain and IPFS is 100 times cheaper than traditional tools and 100 times faster than making paper copies. What it means? It means that we can 100% comply with the European Union Parliament's regulatory framework for intellectual property in digital space. This framework was very controversial and caused a lot of protest in the society. So if anybody from the European Union Parliament is listening to us right now, please let's talk, because in Shark we have created a perfect balance between technology and civil rights. So now let me proudly present you Web3 Intellectual Property Oracle. Decentralized Intellectual Property Oracle is a neutral source of data that allows anyone to know by whom, when, where, and with what terms of distribution any piece of content on the web have been ever created. Using the Oracle, authors can receive corresponding royalties and track their content. This means full intellectual property control. But, okay, better than 100 words, let's do a showcase, and Tatiana, can you please present us and show how it works?
Hey everybody, thank you a lot for the opportunity to be here. My name is Tatiana and I have on my hand the plan with the numbers, and I would like to present you what we did for our clients. The biggest media in blockchain industry. Starts with C, ends with T. Yes? How it works? The editor inserts the content to SharpShark platform. If it's original, it passes originality check and the system generates the electronic evidence of authorship. Then the system is constantly monitoring the internet looking for reverse content. And if the work was republished somewhere, the author gets an alert. And if so, afterwards, the system helps to author to generate and to start pre-trial claim dispute resolution process. It generates pre-trial claim, it sends pre-trial claims. Firstly, to the website owner, secondly, to the hoster associates, and then to the search engines. Let's look at the numbers. So, total number of articles defended by SharpShark in this case was 65, and 44 articles was plagiarized. Can you imagine? And 283 plagiarism links was detected. And 191 plagiarism links was completely removed from the internet. And remaining links were deleted on the search engine level. It means that Google was excluded them from the search results. So could you imagine that the average number of plagiarized links per one article is 8? It's a huge amount, yeah? So after that, I would like to present you our non-profitable case with Creative Commons. Being IPFS and Filecoin ecosystem members, we were able to start our alliance with Creative Commons license. So, because if the content isn't public, it doesn't mean it shouldn't be tracked, because very often people forget that international law about intellectual property prohibits any changes of other people's artwork without any permission. And that's why we created SharpShark app, and we invite any others to feel free to use our platform, just connecting your wallet and getting your first electronic evidence of authorship Web3 standard. So,
in 2 years, half of the global content will be kept on Web3. So please join us today, protect your content, and thank you.